Hello everyone, you're back once again with Jeremy. I just want to let you guys know I just got off vacation. It was pretty awesome. Went with the kids and the family to Kentucky Lake. It's good times. I'm back. And so I want to talk to you guys today. I like goals, I like setting goals. You guys know that if you've watched my other videos. Today what I want to talk to you about is I listened to a gentleman named Reggie Rivers. He gave a TED Talk. And what he talked about is the name of his TED Talk is to achieve your goals, don't focus on your goals. But if you listen to the talk, that's not what he meant. And what he meant made perfect sense to me. I've told you guys in the past that I don't believe in positive affirmations, in that, like Tony Robbins says, if you go into your garden and say, there are no weeds, there are no weeds, there are no weeds, the weeds will disappear. You have to do something. You have to go pull the weeds. You have to spray them with weed killer or whatever it is. You have to do something. And that's what Reggie talks about. And so I kind of wanted to go over today what he talked about because I found it very insightful. So it's said that if you focus on your long-term goals, and if you focus on them hard enough and you believe that it's going to happen, it will. It's the law of attraction. But what you have to do is you have to start moving. And that's what Reggie talks about. When he sets his goals, he does today, tomorrow, and this week. He has a belief that you can't focus on steps more than 7 days in the future, which makes sense to me, things change, it's hard to focus. So I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely understand. And so that's what you need to focus on. And so with your goal, whatever that goal may be, let's try to think of a new one today. You want to run a 4-minute mile. I don't think we've ever used a 4-minute mile. Not a goal of mine. Big guy, don't really like to run, so I don't want to reach a 4-minute mile. So, but a 4-minute mile is a goal of yours. That may be a lofty goal. Let's say, like me, your average mile is 9 minutes. That's 5 minutes of difference. If you just focused on that 5 minutes, you're never going to get there. It's going to wear you down. It's going to, you're going to get to the point that you're like, screw it. Maybe you dropped 30 seconds off your run. You're just like, screw it, I'm done. There's no way it's ever going to happen. But what if you're a 9-minute mile? What if you drop 15 seconds off that over the course of the week? Now, what do you have to do that over the course of the week? Well, you got to slowly increase your speed. You got to slowly increase maybe your stride or whatever it is, whatever technique you're going for while running. You've got to slowly increase that. And to be realistic, to decrease your mile time by 15 seconds when you're in the 9, 10, 11 minute range isn't that lofty of a goal. But if you keep doing that, yes, it'll take a while, but you'll get to that 4-minute mile. You will get to that financial goal. So that's the way you need to look at working towards your goal. Stop worrying about what you're going to do next month or next year or to reach that 5-year goal. Worry about what's the next little goal that you got to hit. What is that? What you got to run that mile in 8 minutes and 45 seconds instead of 9 minutes. And you're going to give yourself a week to do that. And you're going to focus on that. You're not focusing on the 4-minute mile. You're focusing on that 8:45. You're going to get to that 8:45. Stay consistent. Then you're going to work at getting it down to 8:30 and so on and so forth. That's why some of these goals, they're lofty. And you know what? If you can cut 30 seconds or a minute off your time in a week, that's great. I couldn't do it. There's no way. I don't have the belief that I can, so it's not going to happen. But maybe you have the belief, so maybe that's your 1-week goal. So break these big, huge, lofty goals down into little increments. Let these increments get you to your big goal. When I was in college, I had a math professor tell me any math problem is one step at a time and you'll be fine. Well, goals are that way. What do you need to do today or tomorrow to get you just that much closer to this goal, right? What is it? So think about that. Think about what that step is that you can do today or tomorrow or this week to get you that next step. What goal do you have for this week? How many people are you going to contact? One of the things that I talk about in my sales training is, as a general rule of thumb, for every 100 no's, you'll hear 1 to 10 yeses. And that's varies based on where you're at, saturation, things like that. But we're not going into that. This isn't a sales training program. But so maybe this week you go out to reach your 50 no's. And it's actually a pretty cool thing, because you might have 150 no's in the sales world, and then all of a sudden you might have 20 yeses in the matter of 30 calls. I'll tell you what, it's exhilarating. I'm a golfer. I enjoy golf, and one of the analogies that my mom and stepmom, that's who I golf with a lot, give me is the golf gods, and it's not a sacrilegious thing, it's just what we say, but the golf gods will give you just enough to keep you coming back. Well, that's the same thing. So if you quit before you hit that 845 mile, or before you hit those first set of yeses, it's all for naught. Because believe it or not, if what you're selling, whether it's to yourself, the 840 or the 4-minute mile, or the product, if you're selling used cars, if your product is viable, then the yeses are there in yourself and in other people. But you have to set those small goals. So that's what I'm leaving you with today. Reggie Rivers, check him out. I haven't had time to see if he has much other stuff. Yes, he used to be a football player, for those football fans out there. But what is it today, tomorrow, and this week that you're going to do to hit that big goal? I love you guys. I'm willing to do anything I can to help you out. You guys deserve whatever it is you're willing to work for. If I can do anything for you, like I said, let me know. If you like the content, let me know what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want to discuss. If you want me to try to find people to interview, I have zero issues with that. I'm very much a people person. I'll reach out and talk to people. I don't mind. So, anyways, I love you guys. Let me know what I can do for you, and we'll talk to you next time.